platforms. Drop a follow over there. We're trying to grow everywhere. So go ahead and do that. I got like a TikTok notification today. And it was like the second video I ever posted online on this channel. It brought back a lot of memories, and it kind of gave me an opportunity. My stomach is turning into fine. Yeah, that's what makes it. That's what makes it a triumph. That's what makes it a win. That's what makes it this courageous thing, because you don't want to, because it feels uncomfortable, right? And like your stomach might be hurting for some like, you know, medical reason, or it might be a result of the anxiety. But think about that. Think about all the fear and uncertainty and anxiety you're feeling, and you do it anyways, right? Courage is not acting in spite, or courage is not acting like, you know, like in spite of fear. Courage is acting though it's though I feel fear, I act anyways. Though I feel fear, though I feel uncertainty, I act anyways. That is courageous, and we grow every time we're courageous. So good, do it because you're afraid. Do it because you're anxious. And I'm telling you, Leon, you're going to be all the better for it. Good for you. Good for you.
Antagonist.
Yeah. Just walk in confident. But, you know, be confident and be kind. Be confident and be kind, and just ask, hey, I need a group. Can I join your group? No? Okay. Awesome. See you later. Move on. Hey, I need a group. Can I join your group? Okay, move on. Hey, I need a group. Can I join your group? Somebody will say yes, and it'll be okay. And you'll be better for having done it, for having not ran away. All right, I need something that's like low focus. I'm having some fun with oh guys, have you ever seen
Rusty Wallace.
have you ever seen Mecha Break? I might re-download Mecha Break. I'm not sure if they've changed much since I last played, but Mecha Break was an interesting game. It's like a free-to-play, like robot mecha game.
Uber Turtle.
It's cool. It's a cool game. Guys, if you're in the stream, drop a like, tap that screen, share the live, send a gift if you can, and check us out on the other platforms. Mecha Break is going to take too long to download, so maybe next time. I appreciate the share, guys. Let's play. Where is it? Division. Where's the Division? I'm not seeing it. Yeah, let's play the Division.
How we doing?
Request to join. What are you requesting to join for? What do you wish to say? Guys, I only accept requests when we're doing a prompt and people wish to answer the prompt. Then people can request in, but right now there's nothing to request in about.
How we doing? C-A-B.
Jeez.
How we doing?
Okay, we're gonna play some Division. Division just got a huge update.
How we doing? JJ.
The Division just got a huge update. It's like a 10-year anniversary. I think they're gonna like add a bit more to the game and give it a bit more attention. It seems like the player base is going up, which is good, you know, something.
How we doing? MK.
And I'm not sure if I heard this correctly, but it's either rumors or it's confirmed that there's definitely going to be a Division 3. But I think in kind of preparation for that and to build really like kind of keep the audience coming back for that. Making some updates to Division 2. But they added this realism mode, which I'm really excited about because the bullet sponginess in the Division is just too much. So I'm excited to try that new mode. We'll see about that. I got my mic like in my mouth right now, bro. Any further, I don't think people will be able to hear me. Boy.
How we doing?
Guys, if you're in the stream, tap the screen, send some likes. Let's get to 10K likes. We got some folks in here. I hope you're having a good afternoon. It's the middle of the week. Try to get over that hump. Stay in it. I hope you're feeling okay. I hope you're... Yeah, man, I got the flu, unfortunately, but I got some medication for it, so hopefully it'll pass soon.
How we doing?
Will pass soon. Guys, I got some running shoes for the first time ever, like actual running shoes, and I didn't think this would matter. Like, I didn't think it mattered, but oh my God, I have never felt so, like, it's like night and day difference walking, bro. It's insane. So I like messed up my knee marathon training, right? Some of you may know I'm training for the Boston Marathon. I'm running it April 20th. I'm trying to figure out how to stream it when that happens. But we're definitely going to stream some of it, if not all of it. If you want to donate, I'm raising money to help fund youth sports. If you or you know somebody who cares about youth sports, I want to donate. There's a link in my bio. I've raised $4,000 so far. My goal is 10,000. If I don't raise the 10,000, I got to pay for it. So hopefully I get to that goal. And if you want to support, hit up the link.
IRL streams, I seen you live while you were out.
Yeah, I've started doing some IRL streams. I'm definitely gonna do it more. This summer I'm gonna be out in like the Boston Commons interviewing people about some of the things I talk about here. I gotta figure out how to do it where I can use this camera, and I have to like find a friend who has the time to be there with me, because I don't want people like to get triggered by something I say and try to like mess up my equipment. Because like I said, guys, I spent $13K on all this stuff, and I've made $110 back. So I don't want things to get destroyed. I know. I have a friend who's like 6'6", but I'm not sure if he'll be enough. See, thanks for the share. The division isn't starting up. I don't know why that's happening.
How we doing?
Yeah, it's not starting up. It's weird.
Florida says you got a weapon to protect yourself?
I do not, but I'm not opposed to that. Just keep saying initializing, but nothing is happening. Or my division file might be corrupted.
How we doing?
Let's check. Guys, PCs are cool for gaming, but oh my God, man, sometimes they just poop the bed. I'm trying not to swear. Try not to swear, chat. It's been a journey for sure, but we'll get there. Verify integrity of game files.
Thinking about buying a PC. What would you recommend? How we doing?
So some people like build their own PCs. That's more involved. Others will buy pre-made. I got a pre-made. Thanks for the share, guys. I got a pre-made from Corsair. And it's decent. I think it's pretty good. I mean, I spent like $5,000 on it. You don't have to do that. Don't do that. I only spent that much money on it because I'm not just gaming. I'm like multi-streaming, right? And like editing and recording and all that stuff. But there are a lot of good pre-made brands out there. So I explore some of those. There's this YouTube channel, this guy who reviews pre-made PCs. and he does a really good job. Thanks for the likes and share, guys. Let's get to 10K likes. He does a really good job. I don't remember his name, but I'm sure if you go on YouTube, and just look up like top like 5 pre-made PCs or something, you might find this channel. But yeah, just do some research. I can't like point to a particular brand to recommend. I did get the Corsair, and of course it works for me, so maybe check that out. But I think I would recommend people get PCs if they if gaming is their predominant hobby, is how they spend their leisure time. I would recommend you get a PC over any consoles, because the consoles are idiotic. Like, you have to pay to play online. There are all these restrictions around what you can and can't play. It's nonsense. Plus, the PC just gives you more latitude. It's more expensive, but eventually you put that same money into these consoles with paying for the live and like how much the games cost. You might as well get a PC or save up to get one.
How we doing, Javion?
Nowadays, though, I did forget the situation has changed, because these AI data companies are hoarding all of the RAM. So RAM is very expensive right now. So that might change the cost of these PCs. When I got mine, I got 64 gigs of RAM. And I think the RAM was like, I'm not sure how much it was, but it wasn't anywhere close to what it is now. So that might kind of inform your decision making there. Oh.
Find Noah is taking us to infinity and beyond.
Guys, if you're new to the stream, welcome. Tap the screen, send some likes in. I hope you're doing well. I'm a bit sick. Not a bit sick. I have the flu. But we got some medication for it. We're gonna be on the other side of it soon. Fingers crossed. My fever is going up and down. Goes from like 100 to 98 to 100. But I'm just over it. So I'm just trying to get back into my regular routine. They told me not to go to work because I'm contagious. And I can't there's some older people who work in the place I work. You can't be giving anyone the flu, but definitely not older people. But anyway, we'll be good soon. Okay, so it said my files were good, but the game still won't start. So not sure what's up with that. We're gonna try again, and hopefully it's fine.
How we doing? Find Noah.
I played this game not too long ago. It's called Where the Winds Meet. It was interesting, and I feel like it's something I would spend time with if I had the patience. Maybe that's the right word, but I don't know. It was asking more of me than I wanted to give. There's this clip I'm working on, but I might have to like re-record the entire segment. I talked, so a couple of or maybe it was the last stream, we were covering how US media is covering the Iranian war, and the big thing they're talking about is maybe I'll just use this as the clip that I want to post. So basically, the way American media is covering the war right now is to say that Iran is this like evil country, and the United States is going to go take out the evil regime in Iran. You'll see CNN commentators just casually speaking about Israel murdering the wife, kids, and family of like the supreme leader, and all these grotesque things. And it was just confirmed that the US was involved in bombing the school full of children, and oil prices are going up in the US, and these companies are arbitrarily raising these prices. There's no reason for US oil prices to be going up, because nothing happening in Iran impacts US oil. That is what they're telling you, because they want to justify raising the prices. They're doing what they do a lot. They raise the prices because they want more money, not because there's some extenuating circumstance. But people don't understand this, so they point to the war as an extenuating circumstance, though there is no such circumstance, right? They keep saying the Strait of Hormuz. So much of
How we doing? Chase Dad Doe.
guys, they just suspended gifting. I don't know if somebody reported me or what, bro, but as soon as I start talking about politics, man, they start banning my stuff. Hold on, I'll take a screenshot because sometimes when I say it, people don't believe me. But they're also gonna limit the traffic to the stream. This is how it goes. This is every day. This is just every day here, guys. This is every day here, man. Appeal. Stop, TikTok, stop. No one is buying this nonsense, TikTok. TikTok should allow content of mine, yes. Mine live does not contain the content mentioned. Submit. Okay, can I show you guys real quick? Can I show you guys what just happened? Do you guys see this? Can I zoom in? Do you guys see this? So this just happened. This just happened. Every time I start talking about politics, I get banned in some way. They'll either suspend gifting to my channel, they'll restrict the reach, they will suspend me for a certain amount of time, or something else. They just always are suppressing the content. Always suppressing the content. And I keep talking about it. And people are like, I feel like people think I'm a broken record, but it just keeps happening, guys. It keeps happening. Look, I the second I mention this stuff, boom, and it disrupts the flow of thought. It disrupts me communicating something that is important. But this is what happens. This is what happens, man. I'm going to leave that up there while I finish my statement because I'm not going to let them suppress my speech. Anyway, they'll probably end up banning the stream. So if their stream goes off, you know why. Let's continue. So, U.S. News agencies, which are basically corporate propaganda arms, are telling the American people that oil prices are going up because of the war in Iran, because the Strait of Hormuz is blocked, and so this is impacting the oil market. It is impacting the oil market, but not in any way that is concerning the U.S. Why? Because the U.S. we get our oil from Canada. 57% of the U.S. oil comes from Canada. Mexico, 6 to 10%. Saudi Arabia, and then Venezuela and Brazil. None of our oil comes from Iran. None of the places we get oil from comes from Iran. And none of the oil coming to the U.S. goes through the Strait of Hormuz. So how can it be then that because the Strait of Hormuz is shut down, that is impacting U.S. oil? It's not. So corporations do this thing where they want to raise prices, and they will find any excuse to do so, even if that excuse doesn't make sense. So they know that there is war happening in Iran, and that's impacting oil in that region. And they think they can tell people that has something to do with the U.S. and the news agencies that the corporations own will perpetuate that same narrative to help people swallow that pill easier. But there's nothing happening in Iran that's impacting U.S. oil. They are just raising your oil prices because they want more money. They do this all the time. They arbitrarily raise prices to get more money. That's just what they do. Let's cover Iran as a conflict in general, and then we'll move on to the game. The entire reason we want to take over Iran and its oil, it's not because we need Iranian oil. We're good on oil. We just took over Venezuela, which is the world's biggest oil reserves. We want to take over Iran because 90% of Iranian oil goes to China, and taking over Iran and taking over that resource is a check to Chinese power, right? China is currently the US's biggest competitor, the second biggest economy in the world. If we take over that resource from them, we cripple them. So that is the whole point of us doing regime change in Iran and terrorism and murdering those people. Israel wants greater control in the region, and if Iran becomes a vassal state of the U.S., thus also a sort of vassal state of Israel, we get no, the stuff I'm saying is 100% true. It's because Israel, it's because Oracle controls TikTok, and Oracle is a Zionist organization.
How we doing, RJ?
If you don't believe the things I'm saying, if you think they're not true, look it up, and then say, oh, according to these X, Y, and Z things, you're wrong. You're not gonna find it. But yeah, the whole Iranian issue is simply a check to Chinese power. It's simply a check to Chinese power. We take over Iran, we cut off the oil going to China, and we hurt China. That's it. That's all this is. And Israel gains greater political control of the region by us taking over Iran. That's all this war is. It's not because the Iranian people are evil. It's not because they're doing terrorism. The U.S. does terrorism. We just bombed the school full of little girls. It's confirmed.
How we doing?
It's not because of terrorism. It's not because they're bad people. It's because we want to check Chinese power, and we want to increase U.S. global hegemony, U.S. global supremacy. That's it. Okay, moving on. Anyway, that's it right there for you guys. I start talking about politics. I start talking about the issues, and they ban me.
Same stuff. And a quick research proves you wrong.
It is the same stuff. Please, tell me. I'm super curious. I'm super curious to hear. What you researched that proves me wrong. This is going to be great. Let's hear it, brother. I can't wait.
Jamari.
Come on, give it to me, man. Give it to me. Let's hear it.
How we doing? EVLM.
People come into the stream and will make these claims. And I don't know what it. So there's this phenomenon that happens with politics where
Judaism while you can. Shalom to you all.
Oh my God. No, bro. I don't want to hear shalom. Prove me wrong. That's what you said. You said I'm wrong. So explain. I don't want to hear none of that nonsense. Explain how I'm wrong. Tell the people. Tell them. Prove me wrong. Debunk me. Expose me. Please. I want you to. Please do it. Go ahead. I'm all ears. Let's hear it. I'm all ears. I'm ready. Please prove me wrong. These people are so full. Okay, anyway, there's this phenomenon that happens with politics. So
how we doing?
Let's take a doctor or a lawyer, for instance. People don't go to their doctor's office and try to explain to their doctor how to do medicine. People don't go to the mechanic and try to explain to the mechanic how to fix the car. But for whatever reason, people feel as though that they have this innate sense of how political systems and patterns operate, though they've never given a second to understanding it in any intentional or academic way. But somehow they think they've got it figured out. It's idiotic. I'm not saying people are incapable of doing so. Everyone is. But you have to actually try. You have to actually go out and build a foundation to build off of. All right, I'm gonna mute that. And people don't do that, but still they get out here and just spew things out of their pie holes. And I don't know if it's because it makes them feel a particular way about the way they were, whatever perspective, worldview they were raised into. I don't know what it is. But here's another phenomenon for you. So we're all socialized and raised into a particular way of viewing the world, right? Some of us challenge this as we're growing up, and we start to kind of build our own interpretation of the world, our own worldview. Not everyone does this. Some people simply accept the narratives they're told about the world and continue to perpetuate this. Others accept a bit of it, kind of look to find their own, and everything in between. The people who don't challenge how they are indoctrinated, because that's what it is indoctrination. They when they're faced with things that challenge that challenge the narratives that they are socialized into, it makes them extremely uncomfortable. It makes them extremely uncomfortable because they get to a point where their sense of self and this worldview are inseparable. And so to challenge the worldview is to challenge their very being, to challenge their very person, their very identity, and they cannot withstand that. And so they lash out in these irrational ways. They make these absurd claims and say, "Oh, this isn't true. That can't be true." And then you ask them to explain it. They can't because they don't engage with. They don't engage from a point of view of trying to build a better understanding of the human experience or how these different phenomenon throughout our society operate. That's not the perspective they're working from. They're working from a perspective of this sort of dogma, this kind of communal and personal dogma that says this is how things are, this is how the world operates. This and this thing is tied so closely to either my religion, my cultural identity, my racial identity, my national identity, and this thing is truth. This thing is truth. It's not some personal perspective. It's not something that should grow or change, but it's truth.
How we doing, Mookie?
And it's sad, man. It's sad, and that's what I'm trying to work against. I don't want doesn't serve you, doesn't serve us.
How we doing?
How do I change? Can I not edit anymore? Do they not let you edit anymore? Hold on, what's happening here?
How we doing?
Character creation. They don't let you select, or do I start with a random and then I edit from there?
Felicity.
You know, they did like a graphical polish, but the textures are still a bit lacking. But that could be because I have my settings fairly low.
How we doing, Cody Bain?
But yeah, I don't blame TikTok entirely for this stuff, right? People get scared off when you start talking about this stuff. We had like 47 people in the chat earlier, and now there's far less because I started talking about something that matters. Makes people uncomfortable, man. It makes people extremely uncomfortable. And to the point I was making earlier with that girl who was asking for advice, people run away from things that make them uncomfortable. They run away from them. They do not try and face them. They do not seek to understand, to grow. They run away. And it makes cowards of us all. We're stagnant. We don't grow. Ooh. I was thinking about this. Let me see if I can find this thing on chat. There is a teacher who became a neuroscientist, and he testified to Congress not too long ago about the sort of cognitive state of young people. And unfortunately, Gen Z is dumber. It does not help cognitive development. I'm trying to find it.
How we doing, Seaman? How we doing, Selly?
Scientists testify
How we doing? Michael
to
Shelton.
Congress.
How we doing? Javin Lambert.
Here it is.
You're still here writing?
So this was a month ago.
How we doing? Happy over everything.
Dr. Jared Cooney Horvath. I'm a former teacher.
Okay. This is a bit off the rails, but goddamn it, chat.
Ethan Basketball.
The day I start pretending that video games are more important than our lives is the day I die. So we're gonna watch this real quick before I continue the game.
Paul Hogwarty.
Turned cognitive. Thank you, guys. My name is Dr. Jared Cooney Horvath. I'm a former teacher turned cognitive neuroscientist who focuses
Carter
on human
Labyrinth.
learning. And I do not receive funding, nor have I ever, from big tech. So a sad fact our generation has to face is this.
How we doing?
Our
Julia.
kids are less cognitively capable than we were at their age. Since we've been standardizing and measuring cognitive development since the late 1800s,
doing?
every generation has
KVIE.
outperformed their parents, and that's exactly what we want. We want sharper kids. And the reason for this largely has been school. Each generation spends more time in school. We
How we
use
doing?
school to develop our
User.
cognition. Congratulations, you see your correlation. Until Gen Z. Gen Z is the first generation in modern history to underperform us on basically
How we
every
doing?
cognitive measure we have, from basic attention to
TTVWLFXPR.
memory to literacy to numeracy to executive functioning to even general IQ, even though they go to more school than we did. So
How we doing? JJ.
Listen to what this man is saying, especially if you're in Gen Z. And you see it in the comments. People are like, oh, people are just trolling. People are just, it's not just that they're trolling. They don't know how to engage any differently. They don't have the capacity to engage differently. They cannot engage in any substantive way. They don't have those skills developed. It's they don't have those skills developed. You all watching this, you don't have those skills. I'm not saying this to attack you. I'm saying this to say, hey, pause, and I mean,
JP.
I want to say pause and think, but don't you like lack the skills to do that in any substantive way? So it's hard. But like,
How we doing?
people oftentimes feel like I get out here and I just spew things out of my ass.
thank you, guys.
Let's-
Dr. Jared
let's run it back.
Horvath. I'm a former
How we
teacher
doing?
turned cognitive
Riles.
neuroscientist who focuses on human learning. And I do not receive funding, nor have I ever, from big tech. So a sad fact our
How we
generation
doing?
has to face
Ben.
is this.
Oh, S
Our
live.
kids are less cognitively capable than we were at their age. Since we've been standardizing and measuring
How we
cognitive
doing?
development since the late 1800s,
CFCCC.
every generation has outperformed their parents, and that's exactly what we want. We want sharper kids. And the reason for this largely has been school. Each generation
we
spends
doing?
more time in
Jay.
school. We use school to develop our cognition. Congratulations, you see your correlation. Until Gen Z. Gen Z is the first generation in modern history to underperform
doing?
us on
Jose
basically
Maria
every
vibes.
cognitive measure we have, from basic attention to memory to literacy to numeracy to executive functioning to even general IQ, even though they go to more school than we did. So why?
I know I'm on TikTok and people will say, well, if you're against this, why are you on this platform? Because I have to meet you where you're at.
Jellyfish.
I have to meet you where you're at. I can't go to like the library because you're not at the freaking library. I have to come to TikTok because that's where you're at. The app incentivizes you to just keep scrolling, The more you do that, you become incapable of paying attention to something for long enough to gain any insight about anything. You are dumb.
How we doing?
That is not some like feelings based argument. You are dumb. It's not cuz you are innately
How
stupid.
we doing?
You've been conditioned to be dumb. Everyone in these comments, they cannot engage in any substantive way with anything, no matter what I talk about, be it games, be it politics, be it sports. Nothing coming out of anyone's mouth. Here and there are some people who can actually have a conversation, engage substantively, have some kind of perspective. They are the minority. The rest of you simply do not have the skills. I'm not saying it to attack you, but we can't change things if we're not even aware that it's going on.
How we doing? Anem.
You don't have the ability to pay attention long enough. You don't have the cognitive skills to make logical conclusions. You don't have the capacity to make logical conclusions. You can't pay attention. You can't infer. You can't hypothesize. You don't have any reading stamina. Basic mathematical skills you lack. It's not your fault. You went to school, you were supposed to learn these things.
Jellyfish, don't sports bet.
You were supposed to learn these things. You didn't. Your parents are overworked. They don't have the capacity to raise you, so they throw the phone at you. And your brain is just spammed with dopamine. Constantly. You're on this app. It's spammed with dopamine. That's all that's happening. And that is disastrous.
You can go bankrupt.
It's disastrous for you, for the community, for the country, not for the elites. They need you to be stupid so that when they tell you some absurd thing like gas prices are going up because of the war in Iran,
points now. He just scored 83.
Everyone just buys it because no one can critically think. No one takes a second to pause and say, wait a minute. No gas comes from Iran, though, that goes to the U.S.
Huge scoring can ruin your parlay and you can go
It-
bankrupt.
And then when you make these arguments and try to explain it to people, they're like, what you're saying doesn't make any sense. It's not true. You can't think. I'm sorry, you can't think. And it's not just me saying that. I'm going to replay the video 1,000 times. This is a congressional testimony.
Bartholomew says at Caden Jellyfish.
My name is
this real
Dr.
life.
Jared Cooney Horvath. I'm a former teacher turned cognitive neuroscientist who focuses on human learning. And I do.
And as I talk about it, people run away. As I talk about it, people run away because it makes them uncomfortable. It's scary. It's scary. It's scary, but running away isn't going to make it any better. And you're proving my point. Just worry about the points. Just worry about the points. You can't think. Worry about that. You can't think. You don't even know what it feels like.
Do not receive funding, nor have I ever from big tech. So a sad fact our generation has to face is this. Our kids are less cognitively capable than we were at their age. Since we've been
Bartholomew
standardizing
says
and
at
measuring
Caden
cognitive
Jellyfish, go get a
development since the late
dopamine rush somewhere
1800s,
else.
every generation has outperformed their parents. And that's exactly what we want. We want sharper kids. And the reason for this largely has been school. Each generation spends more time in school. We use school to develop our cognition. Congratulations, you see your correlation. Until Gen Z is the first generation in modern history to underperform us on basically every cognitive measure we have, from basic.
This guy's not saying this from his feelings. It's not because he
Bartholomew says
feels
Dan
like,
1601,
oh,
what about it?
the kids these days are, no. Across the board in the country, when this generation is tested for particular cognitive abilities, they fail. No one can read at their reading level, at their grade level. No one can do mathematics at their grade level. You need these skills to be able to think. What does I often have students
How we doing?
who will come into my office and like lament and ask, oh, why do I need to learn algebra? I'm never gonna have to do algebra. What does math teach you? It teaches you how to think logically. It teaches you how to think logically. You need to know how to think logically. Inductive reasoning, deductive reasoning. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. How can I figure out information that I don't have based on the information that I do have? I have these skills. I'm not saying it to flex. I was fortunate enough to not be born at a time where the phone was thrown into my face, where I was only able to sit in front of the TV.
Bartholomew says no.
I'm not saying I'm better than you. I'm saying you need these skills to fucking survive. And you don't have them. You need to acquire them. You need to know how to find information you don't have based on the information you do have. When I just did the analysis about the Iranian gas issue, guess what I used to get there? Deductive reasoning. I used information I do have to figure out information I don't have. The reason people are so easily able to buy the narrative that these stupid news organizations sell them, even though they make no sense, is because people cannot use inductive reasoning. They don't have the skill. So when they're lied to, they can't tell that they're being lied to because they can't deduce. They don't have those skills. So it's easier to lie to them. It's easier to lie to you. It's easier to lie to every generation. Google it right now because everyone thinks I'm full of shit, even though I'm trying to help you. Google it. What is the reading level of the country? How many people in this country can read above a 6th grade level? A 6th grade level. How many? Look it up. Look it up. Take a time out. Use the phone you're on. Look it up. Tell me, how many people can read above a 6th grade level? How many? Because I'm full of crap, right? Because I should just talk about the game.
How we doing? Sports prods.
Tell me, how many? Look it up. Look it up, guys. You think I'm full of crap? You think I'm some random guy online just talking out of his... Look it up, please. Don't listen to me. Look it up. How many people can read above a 6th grade level? Not to mention a 12th grade level, a collegiate level needed to understand complex issues that dictate our very society and your life, that dictate your life, that the people in power who control the institutions used to control you. I'm not asking about you. I'm asking about the entire country. How many? Since no one will do it, let me do it. What is the average reading level in the US? The average American adult reads at 7th to 8th grade level, with roughly 54 of adults reading below. 54% of American adults read below a 6th grade proficiency. 79% of US adults are considered illiterate. And you think I'm screwing around. You think it doesn't matter. You think talking about whatever else is more important. I love sports, guys. I love sports. I love games. That's what I do on this channel. But they're not more important than our lives. This is our lives. You need to be able to think. You need to be able to think. Most of America cannot think. I'm not saying this to attack people. I'm not saying this to put people down. I'm saying this to wake you up and build some awareness, because we're in a dire situation. And when you talk about it, people run away. People run away. They don't want to hear it.
Every generation has outperformed their parents, and that's exactly what we want. We want sharper kids. And the reason for this largely has been school. Each generation spends more time in school. We use school to develop our cognition. Congratulations, you see your correlation. Until Gen Z. Gen Z is the first generation in modern history to underperform us on basically every cognitive measure we have, from basic attention to memory to literacy to numeracy to executive functioning to even general IQ, even though they go to more school than we did. So why? What
I don't have the resources to do that.
happened? What happened around 2010 that decoupled schooling from cognitive development? It can't be school. Schools basically look the same. It can't be biology. This hasn't had enough time to change.
Bartholomew says
the answer appears to be the tools we are using within schools to drive that learning. Across 80 countries, as Gene was just saying, if you look at the data, once countries adopt digital technology widely in schools, performance goes down significantly. to the point where kids who use computers about 5 hours per day in school for learning purposes will score over 2/3 of a standard deviation less than kids who rarely or never touch tech at school. And that's across 80 countries. Bring it home to the US. Let's go to the US. We have our NAEP. That's our big data. Take any state, and here's a fun experiment you can try. Take any state NAEP data, compare that to when that state adopted one-to-one technology widely, and watch what happens.
Bartholomew
the NAEP
says
data
an
will plateau
M1601
and
with his
then
knowledge.
start to drop. Now, as Gene said, of course, this is all correlative. What we really want is causative. To get causation, what you need is academic research and you need mechanisms, explanations for why we're seeing what we're seeing. Luckily, we have academic research stretching back to 1962 that shows the exact same story for 60 years. When tech enters education, learning goes down. In fact, one of the
Bartholomew says
biggest
Dizzy smells
ed
like me.
psychologists right now, Dylan William out of the UK, recently said, ed tech is a revolution that's been coming for 60 years. And we're gonna have to wait another 60 because it ain't doing anything. Now that's research, but now we need mechanisms. Luckily, over the last about 2 decades, we've been doing a lot of work in what we call the science of learning. How do human beings learn? And we now have the clear understanding of
How we
why
doing?
tech does not work
Bartholomew.
for learning, and it is all biological. It's not that the tech isn't being used well enough, we haven't been trained enough, we need better programs. It's we have evolved biologically
doing?
to learn from other
Bartholomew.
human beings, not from screens. And screens circumvent that process. I won't go too deeply into the mechanisms, they can get boring, but just know they're there if you want to talk
How
about
we
them.
doing?
So that leaves us with two
MLG.dom.
options. Option one, when you know something is wrong, do better. So we could just say, hey, mea culpa, get some of this tech out of schools, go back to what we know works, some analog methods, cool. Or two, we could redefine our terms. We could redefine what it means to be an effective learner. I want to end with one quick story here. Think back to your childhood, to your schooling. I guarantee all of
I'm gonna end it there. Man, this is how it goes though, man. You scream into the void. You scream into the void just hoping that somebody will care to listen. Oh God. How do you then fight back, chat? If everything around you is working to make you stupid, how do you fight back? Unfortunately, I don't know how practical it is to completely opt out, but you can limit. Start to read more.
Joaquin Medina.
Go to the library, get a library card. It's easy.
Doing? Kate.
You can easily get a library card at the library. Once you have this library card, you can use it to download this app. Well, you don't need the card to download the app, but download this app called Libby. It allows you to check out audiobooks for free with your library card. It's a good resource. Hey, appreciate the likes, man. It's a good resource. If you don't have time to read, if you feel like you haven't developed those skills yet, you can supplement that development by listening to some books. It's worth it. It's worth it, chat. You need to be able to think. You need to be able to think.
How we doing? Aaron.
The division have suffered
The suspension already ruined the traffic, so we're gonna restart. At least on TikTok.
we need to set this bird down. We clear?
The other platforms are less predatory.
Lau, do you copy? Fuck. We need to get down there. Calling all agents.
Let it be known with no uncertain terms. I think my stream is the best one out there.
Hope I'm not too late.
Full stop. In terms of substance, in terms of content, in terms of visuals, all of it. Mode highlights. More lethal. Enemies inflict significantly more damage, but so do you. Think tactically and plan your engagements carefully to avoid being overwhelmed. Fewer resources. Your ammo capacity is significantly reduced for all weapons. In addition, your supply crates are not available. What? Ammo and grenades are only dropped by enemies and at reduced rates compared to classic mode. Okay. Progression changes. Experience the game with streamlined RPG elements, no XP gains, talent, or random attributes. Enemies do not drop weapons or gear. Obtain new items as rewards by completing campaign objectives. Huh. No XP gains, talents, or random attributes. Enemies do not drop weapons or gear. Wow, okay. This is quite the change, chat.
How we doing? Zach?
I extracted some of the survivors, but there are still people trapped inside the building. Be careful. We got hit with a bioweapon. Masks on at all times.
Follow me. We've got to get up there.
Alright, I should actually think about how much. Okay, so I have 5. Gotta conserve ammo.
How we doing? Zerf RMNP.
Take out that hostile!
Can't hide in there forever, Division. Your friends need you.
How we doing? Can you? How we doing? Giovanni?
The guns kick a bit more too.
Owen.
I gotta conserve ammo. Nice.
How we doing? Spike? How we doing?
Oh, I have a marksman rifle. I didn't know that.
Bam Adebayo scored 83 points.
I did not see it, but someone did mention it. Yep.
How we doing? Lord.
Good for Bam, man.
Inside City Hall and secure the wounded. I'll send help as soon as I can.
Bartholomew says who threw that ball where? How we doing? Kung Fu
Who threw that ball where? But follow me, you got the quotes on lock.
How we doing?
That's a good quote. That's a good quote, right? Who threw that ball where?
This is bad.
Bartholomew says Bam scored 83. Okay, here's some freedom bombs.
Sweep the building and keep an eye on survivors.
Okay, here's some freedom bombs. That's mad funny, bro. So guys, so I ended the last stream because TikTok started to suppress it. And look, we're back.
Red Eye HQ.
That's the hack. You just have to like beat the AI screener.
How we doing? Apple Pie early.
But this is realism mode in the division. I just got to level 32. Not 32, but I got to level 30 in the regular one. That they don't want that. But I was really excited for the idea of a realism mode because I was kind of getting sick of how bullet spongy the enemies are. So these crates are still placed in the same places. They just don't serve the purpose they did in the conventional game mode.
How we doing? Rusty Dusty.
It's not a headshot? Come on.
Busy is taking us to infinity and beyond. How we doing? Spice God Dizzy.
No one of these things should be blocking bullets, but I'll take it.
How we doing? Matt. Soba said.
Jesus Christ, dude.
How we doing? Dude.
Oh my god. Dude. This guy's about to take my lunch.
How we doing? Odin.
Show your face, brother. I can't afford this. Damn. This bot has a ton of discipline.
Xander lit.
Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh god. Oh my Jesus. How is he still alive? Do I have a grenade? Oh god. Thank you. Stop running over here.
Bonus.
Agent, this is Lau. There's a surveillance system in
Wow.
the basement. We need to
Yeah.
find out who
So I think I'm gonna like the realism mode. It's a bit different. I think that difference is good because, like I said, I was really sick of the bullet sponginess of the enemies.
How we doing?
Just makes the game less fun. This feels like it'll be a more immersive experience simply because of the added realism. And
Say.
they're probably gonna have this mechanic from launch with Division 3.
Running facial recognition.
Someone muted me in the last live for an opinion in my religion. How we doing? Ghost.
I didn't mute you for your opinion.
How we doing?
Adobe is trying to run and take up resources again. Look at that. Jesus Christ, dude.
How we doing? Connor.
I haven't eaten today. I've tried.
How we doing?
I've tried, but it's just not going my way. Yeah, but man, there's only so much you can lay down all day, bro. That gets old, brother. It gets old. Also, I don't even know if it's beneficial anymore, man. I've been going on walks, so I think I gotta like move around a little bit. I've been going on walks, so I think I gotta like move around a little bit. Just sitting down and laying down the whole day, like today. Just sitting down and laying down the whole day, like today. I got out of bed early. Bro. I got out of bed at like 8. I like walked it, bro. I got out of bed at like 8. I like walked around the house, like just did laps. I got to my chores, just did laps. I got to my chores. I'm just trying to get back in my routine, bro. Like, you can easily like let this stuff beat you, bro. Like, can't do that, man. Can't let the sickness beat you, bro. We gotta have some vitality as human beings. That's our very lifeblood. Is our will to overcome.
How we doing? A. How we doing? Table.
But yeah, I'm trying out the Division's new realism mode. It's pretty cool so far, guys.
Says I love your streams, the streams where you rape kids and are masturbating. ABLAZEOFUZQREX.
Alright, well, that's a permy ban.
AZEOFUZQREX.
Alright, well, that's a permy ban.
How we doing? TMSTTV. How we doing? Hash.
Don't think they're gonna start.
Look who's in charge now.
WHTCP.
Try to reload.
Can't have any fun from here. Gotta move.
How we doing?
I need some mods, man. None of my mods are on right now. Oh god, oh god, oh god.
Look better.
How we doing? Ryan.
Oh, I missed. Jeez.
Don.
This gun kicks like crazy. Oh my god.
How we doing? Pocket change man.
That was my secret recipe.
Okay, I will say this does make the game feel better. They're onto something here, chat. They're onto something here. The NPCs still say stupid things, but
How we doing? One last one bow.
realism does add something to the game. Where's the button to throw grenades? Oh, it's just for shields, but what's the grenade throw button? It's like down D-pad, right D-pad, up D-pad, left D-pad. It's left D-pad. It's left D-pad. Get him. Wow, bro. That barely did anything to him.
How we doing?
Got him.
The survivors have been extracted.
This is more fun. This is more fun, I think.
Park and go to Haven.
I think it's more fun. I don't mind
Simon Shepard.
the fights ending quicker. I don't mind having to be more cautious. I don't mind having to like really think about how much ammo I have. Because even if you only have your pistol, well, your pistol will take him out, right? Because they take less damage, so they can't just spam. Thanks for the share, guys. Matter. And you know me, Chad. I'm always going for the headies.
Ethan Winters is better than nothing.
Always going for the headies. See if we can get around this guy here.
JJ.
Come on, that's a headshot, dude.
Nice to see you in one piece.
How we doing?
Agent Lau sent us Haven's coordinates. Let's go.
How we doing? Forge.
Chat, I appreciate the follows, the shares. Let's get to 10k likes, chat. If you're in the stream, hope you're doing well. Hope you enjoy the visuals, the vibes, the show. Pardon my voice, I got the flu.
Where it all started.
Tap the screen.
I guess you build up a picture.
Let's get to 10k likes.
Had to be.
Enjoy the game. This is the Division's realism mode. It's pretty cool so far. I'm liking it, man.
Zion stopped being injured and joined YA this offseason.
Amherst just chose New York.
I'm liking it. I can't say I'm not. I'm having a good time with it. I think they made the right call here with this game mode. And I can see them easily adding this to the next division,
How we doing?
the Division 3.
Blaine.
So yeah, all good stuff. All good stuff. Good for them for continuing to improve the game. I feel like
Keycap 2, Keycap 7 says
Trevor
stream in
Manzo.
2
after
speed.
10 years, why is my stream doing this, dude?
How we doing? Number.
All right, OBS is freaking out right now. Sorry, people watching on those other platforms. I don't know what's going on. It keeps having frame rate drops. I'm gonna try and fix it. I've already tried. Still happening. I don't know why.
How we doing? At Audio Boost.
But if it continues, I'll just end the streams there. And if you're on those other platforms, just go to the TikTok. I might have to update OBS. What's up, Kyler?
How we doing? Scotty PM Pin.
Yeah, the frames are dropping a lot. I don't know why that's happening, chat.
Looks like there's trouble up
How
ahead.
we doing?
Get to cover.
Oh. Oh, God. Alright, we're gonna go in with the sniper here.
How we doing?
Should probably reload that out. Do I lose ammo if I reload? Is it one of those things? Okay, no, I'm just putting it in. Okay, cool. I should probably get a different position.
Recovery FRR.
Thanks, Scholar. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I got flu meds. So hopefully that does the trick, because everything else wasn't before. Huh. Sorry, chat. I'm gonna try and shoot this.
Aim for their fuel tanks. That should slow them down.
Tyler says stay hydrated. That running water. How we doing?
Hell yeah.
Message.
Alright, let's get a bit closer.
How we doing? RS.
Wow, why did she push?
How we doing?
Come on, we gotta keep moving.
Yeah, let me know what you think about the division.
Tyler says at least.
And
I think the only way to save the city is to burn everything that can be contaminated. It's hard to believe.
yeah, I mean, I have a migraine, so I'm not sure how much this is helping with all the lights and stuff.
Even as soon as you
But
can, just don't expect a warm welcome.
dude, I can't go to work and be
Isn't happy to see me.
sort of a part of that community. And so, like, if I'm just home watching TV or laying in bed, it just makes me feel bad. Makes me feel bad. At least this way I get to engage with people a little bit and like work towards something. But laying in bed or just laying on the couch watching TV just puts me in this depressive state. So
Get back. We're here to speak the roads.
I appreciate the hearts, guys.
We're taking it enough, agents. It never ends well for us.
Guys, if you're in the stream, tap the screen. It doesn't cost anything, but it helps a lot. Let's get to 10K likes. Appreciate it.
Helps, so make sure not to overdo it.
Fine.
Oh yeah, for sure.
User 009875421 said I feel sick. Is it a cold or allergies? How we doing? Easy if you follow.
Are you asking me what you're sick with?
Safe area
How we
detected.
doing? How we doing? Bartholomew says, what's your favorite anime?
My favorite anime. I don't have a favorite, but
This settlement was
the one I
founded
like
months back by some
the most right now
civilian volunteers.
is
They're calling
One
themselves the
Piece.
Peacekeepers.
One Piece is an allegory
It's the
for
safest place in
liberation.
Manhattan.
So I think One Piece is pretty good. I just started Fearing.
The fact that they're still going
Fearing
and
is
haven't
pretty
been run
good.
over by the
I don't know
Rikers
if
or the
something
cleaners.
around.
It's pretty impressive.
Bartholomew says mine is
But
One
they're
Piece
not
too,
very
because
fond of the
Kuma, how we
division,
doing?
which is why we need to convince them to help us
Yeah,
while we go
Kuma
after
is the
Keener.
goat.
Now, see me in Rhodes'
But yeah,
office.
Fearing is pretty good. I just got to episode 3. I'm liking it a lot so far.
Something to say.
Any song suggestions? Ooh, Kyler, have you started listening to Pine Grove yet? That's who we're playing right now. If you haven't,
How we doing?
and you have
Very well.
Spotify, check out Pine Grove, Pinegrove. Check out Pine Grove. I've been listening to them a lot recently. They're a good vibe.
Javi.
And yeah, just listen to a couple of their songs. I think it'll be a good backdrop
Tyler says, never
for
heard
whatever
any
you're
of
doing.
Buddha play Pine Jets.
Word. Yeah, Pine Grove. One word. It's a band. It's pretty good.
How we doing? Connor.
You go ahead. I'll check in on the survivors.
Fuck
How we
that.
doing?
The division
Ryan.
had its chance.
We need somewhere to
Kyler
recruit.
says
Find
appreciate you. Have a
somewhere
good rest of your
else.
streams,
How do you
bros.
know Haven isn't
You too,
Keener's
man.
next
Take care of
target?
Are you
Kyler.
kidding me? You'll
How we
make us a
doing?
target.
RWC.
We can keep
Raymond.
you safe.
Of course you can. Just like Hell's Kitchen. I'm not gonna fall for that shit again.
We're fighting the same
How we
fight
doing?
here.
I'm just Josh Cheeky smiley face.
You know what? Our situation's a fuck ton better than it ever was back in Midtown.
How we doing?
These people feel safe.
You're right. The
Be
situation.
upset about.
How
Better
we
for you
doing?
now.
S.
But feeling safe doesn't mean you are safe.
It's getting pretty rough out there, Paul. But it's your
How we
decision.
doing? Keem.
Do what you need.
Coach says Bam dropping
Take care of
83 is
Keener.
crazy. How we doing?
And then I
Randy.
want
Yeah,
you
dude.
out.
That's what everyone's talking about, man. Great for him, dude.
All of you.
Great for him. That's awesome. I'm gonna find the highlight for that game and I'll react to
Keener is our main
who are they
target.
playing against?
Right now, his whereabouts are unknown.
Who are they playing against when you drop it E3? I'll react to the highlights
Based on
on
the footage we
here.
found in City Hall, we've managed to get leads on the other 4 rogue agents.
Theo Parnell, tech specialist and conspiracy theorist.
How we doing?
His whereabouts are
Relax.
unknown, but we think he is linked to the surveillance drones we've been tracking around the city. One was recently shot down in Civic Center. We need you to recover the drone. You might be
How
able
we
to find
doing?
him from the
Jacob
metadata.
Johnson.
Vivian Conley, explosives expert and a high-ranking leader for the Cleaners.
We've been getting reports of increasingly aggressive cleaner attacks in 2 bridges. Check in with the local peacekeepers. They've been tracking their movements.
James Dragov, heavy weapons expert and the acting leader of the Rikers here in Lower Manhattan.
He's holed up in a fortified compound in Wall Street. We've had some agents looking for a chink in his
Oh,
armor
yeah,
right
right.
now. Check in with the local safe house for more info.
How we doing? Jay.
Javier Kajika, tactical operations expert.
He's a ghost, but he leaves a remarkable signature. We've had reports of a number of patrols being ambushed in Battery Park. We're pretty sure it's Kajika. Best bet would be to follow his trail and see where it leads. There's no time to waste. Going after any of these targets will bring us closer to Keener.
In the meantime, we'll do what we can from Haven to support you. Good luck, Agent.
How we doing? Akathasty.
What's up, Scotty? Coach, if you don't mind modding, that'd be great, man.
How we doing? T. Rob.
I already had to block a couple of trolls. You know, we're not doing like a topic right now, so people can talk
How we
about
doing? Ronnie Dodson.
whatever they want, but some people have been, not some people, just two people putting some egregious things in the chat. Fog of War, the map is covered in the Fog of War, and the GPS guidance is unavailable where Fog of War is present. The Keener manhunt leads are presented by investigation areas, which you can navigate to by placing the waypoints.
How we doing? Xavier Z's.
Okay, so this Fog of War mechanic is basically an excuse for me to
Drew.
discover places and release the fog, or is it like if I liberate a place, then I get GPS in
How
there?
we doing? Z.
I'm confused, mate.
How we doing? User.
So the realism mode is all happening in New York, which I haven't played yet. I was waiting to complete the base game before I
Chris is Sue Gay.
tried out the expansion stuff. But I wanted to check out the realism mode, and I thought it was just gonna be the realism, but in like the base game, not more of the expansion content. But here we are.
How we doing?
Recommended activities open. No projects available. So why did it give me that option?
How we doing? It. Donnie.
So this is basically the same stuff that's in the White House, right? Wait, should I talk to all these people?
How are you
Probably.
doing? Drew.
No, I can't talk to them? Okay. Let's go find Rhodes. Where's Rhodes? We have our stash over
How are
there.
we doing?
Are you Rhodes?
Sean.
You are Rhodes. Nope, that's Roy.
ABQ
You're not Rhodes
goes
either.
To infinity and beyond. Keontae Gatewood says he is not Zion today, he is Bane. How we doing? Maxfield Thomas. How we doing? Kai Malik.
So, oh,
You're heading into the financial.
the fog of war and the lack of GPS is to add to the realism. I see.
Where that got them.
Um,
The area was devastated by a hurricane a few months back. It hasn't
So,
been the same since.
part of what I like about the realism mode so far is that there's less on the screen, which
How we doing? Aiden.
excuse me, guys, which was never a huge issue for this game. But the cleaner look is
Bill
nice.
Mickey.
Where am I supposed to go exactly? How do you like find missions? So in this mode, the only way to get new equipment is to complete objectives and gain it as rewards. You can't find like loot drops and things. Same thing with tech. It's all very limited.